Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a father of 10 standing before the court empty-handed. He's on a payment plan for a court-appointed attorney and hasn't paid a dime, claiming he didn't know. On top of that, he admits he hasn't filed taxes in years and has no documented proof of income. He's been making child support payments, but beyond that, the numbers don't add up, and the judge isn't letting this slide. Let's see how far I didn't know gets him when the court already knows better.
District Court of Ellis County, Kansas. This is 2012 DM 191, Emily Fisher versus Rico Hartfield. Man, have announcement of appearances, please.
Jennifer Harper appears on behalf of DCF.
And Mr. Hartfield, you appear in person and pro se today. Ms. Harper, looks like there was a journal entry of contempt back in November where the court ordered Mr. Hartfield to pay $125 per month starting November 1st, and that he pay any attorney's fees to the court and provide a written plan by December 15th. What is the update on that order?
So, Your Honor, he has made payments for November, December, and January. Obviously, February isn't over yet, but those payments may come in as well. In regard to the payment plan for attorney's fees and court costs and all of that, I have no information. I haven't seen a plan. And it's my understanding that's why today's hearing was set.
Okay. And Mr. Hartfield, you were present at that hearing in November with the other Judge Brown? You
Yes,
recall
sir.
that hearing?
Yes, sir, I was.
Okay. And Judge Brown had ordered you to submit a written proposed payment plan to take care of your attorney's fees at that time. And the court is not in receipt of that plan, and Ms. Harper indicates she has not seen that plan. So,
Well, I didn't indicate that I know it was a plan thing I had to do because I thought all I had to do was make the payments, and that's what the agreement was. But attorney fees, I didn't hire the lady that I had, so I don't understand what attorney fees I had to pay when it's a court appointed attorney. So I never heard that for child support, and I've been dealing with child support for a long time, but I never heard I had to write a letter to the judge about a plan and pay attorney fees because she was court appointed attorney. So I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do. I just been making my payments, and that's what I thought I was supposed to do, sir.
well, what the court order also indicated you to do was to write a proposed plan about payment of attorney's fees, and a court appointed counsel is not a free service. That attorney was appointed to represent you because a contempt citation was issued where you had the possibility of being incarcerated for the non-payment of the child support. So that's why the court appointed you an attorney in that situation. So that attorney is not free. And so she has submitted her bill. I've got that in front of me where it's $1,020. So what I need from you, Mr. Hartfield, is what is your plan to pay that back?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can make a little bit more payments if I can, but right now I got my head barely above water. I have 10 children I try to take care of, and I tried to explain that to Mr. Judge Brown. So it's very hard for me. I didn't know nothing about these attorney fees. Every time I talked to her, she never brought up any fees. So this is very surprising to me that all of a sudden I have to pay somebody that was appointed to me that I didn't even hire $1,000. So I can try to do whatever
You
I
are paying
can.
back the court, Mr. Hartfield. You are paying back the court, and that was in the court's order was that you were supposed to provide a plan on how to pay that back, and we have not received a plan to pay that back.
I can try. I can write something to try to tell y'all what I can do, but as far as right now, it's just hard for me. I'm in a harsh place, so I'm doing the best as I can by sending the 125. I can write a plan and try to see if I can do more, but I got a criminal case I got going on right now, and all this stuff is just bottled all in. You know what I'm saying? It's like overwhelming, so I'm just trying to do what I can so I can try to please whoever party's involved. That's it. That's all I have right now. So I
Well,
can on a letter, I can write a plan of a letter to tell you how I can try to pay for it. If that's what you're asking me, I can do that.
I don't want to plan about how you're going to try to pay for it. I want to plan on
Well,
how you are.
I can't tell you what I don't have, Judge. I just can't tell you what I don't have, and I'm kept telling you the honest, the God truth. I'm barely paying the 125 and keeping my lights on too. So I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Well,
hard for me right now.
I will gonna need to see something to show that your income and your expenses as to why you cannot pay any additional towards these attorney's fees. Miss Harper, yeah, you were wanting to say something.
So, Your Honor, just to make the record clear, I was present at the last hearing. I know you were not, but Judge Brown had made it clear that there were attorney's fees that would need to be paid as well as the deadline. Regarding Mr. Hartfield claiming that he has a bunch of other cases he has to pay on, it is true he has multiple child support cases, but this is the only case that he's been making a payment on for basically the last year. So
Okay.
again, I would agree that he needs to start making payments towards the attorney fees.
All right, Mr. Hartfield, we're very clear today. What I'm going to need from you is documentation about your income and documentation about your expenses. I don't want a written, just saying I make X amount of money or I have this expense. I want documentation to show what expenses you have to pay and what income is coming in. In the meantime, Mr. Hartfield, excuse me. In the meantime, what additional, can you pay $25 extra per month? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm going to make at least a temporary order, Ms. Harper, that Mr. Hartfield will pay an additional $25 per month to be to go towards those attorney's fees. And Mr. Hartfield, I want you to submit that documentation to me about your expenses and about your income so that we can figure out a permanent plan going forward.
Got that part. I'm a barber and I used to work in the shop, but now I do it in my home. So I don't understand what documentation do you want me to get you? I can show you what bills I have to pay or anything like that. I got bills that I have to pay. I can show you that or whatever else that you claim that you could need. But like I say, I'm a barber and I do it out from inside my home now. I used to work in the shop, but things happen and the shop is closed. So, I just do it from home.
File taxes?
What's that?
You file taxes?
No, I haven't filed taxes in a while.
Right. Well, I need some documentation about your expenses, your bills that you say you have to pay. I will need to show me those the documentation.
I can send you my bills. I'll send you my bills.
Yeah.
I can send you a fax copy over to that.
And any income information as well.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to come back next month. I don't want to get this too far out down the road. And I will have my assistant Sandy come on and schedule another hearing next month to keep on top of this. But $25 an additional each month, Mr. Hartfield, at this point, and then submit that documentation to me.
Judge?
Yes.
I do think we may need to clarify that to Mr. Hartfield that the 25 per month needs to be paid directly to the court.
Yes.
It's not just an extra 25 on top of the child support payment.
Yes. Thank you, Ms. Harper. Yes. So that $25 will not be paid. It's not a child support through the payment center. That will come to the court here in Ellis County. Okay, Mr. Hartfield?
Yes.
Okay. Anything further then from either party today?
No, Your Honor.
All right. You want to stay on? Ms. Sheck will be on to reschedule. And Ms. Harper, you do a journal entry from today's hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
This case is bigger than a missing payment plan. It's about years of choices catching up, especially with 10 mouths to feed. Now with another bill locked in, the court isn't asking if he can pay, it's telling him he has to. When everything around you starts shrinking, at what point do you stop and rethink how you got there? And placing on the record That he hasn't filed taxes in years? How do you think that's going to end for him? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more gripping courtroom moments. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.